So before we get started, let's all just take a moment to appreciate the Stranger Things t-shirt from Target. Yes, I'm that person. Yes, I love Stranger Things, and I'm not going to apologize for it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I am Tabitha Faith, and I post weekly, try to post weekly, lifestyle, beauty, and fashion videos. So today I'm going to be giving you my honest review of Glossier products. I have spent quite a little bit of money with some Glossier, and I'm here to tell you what I think about it. So if you like review videos of brands or of products in general, just click that red subscribe button down below, give me a thumbs up, and stay tuned because here we go. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Tabitha Faith. You can find the link down below, or you know how to get to Instagram, so there you go. So I made two purchases from Glossier, one before Christmas and one after Christmas. In my first purchase, I got the Perfecting Skin Tint in the shade Light and the Stretch Concealer in the shade Light as well. I picked up these two because obviously I was out of concealer, or running out of one of my favorite concealers, and I wanted to try this guy because I'd heard good things, and then I've only heard like fantastic things about this, so I wanted to try this out as well. Because if you know me, you know I'm more of a natural skin, natural makeup type of beauty person. I really do like getting glammed, but I don't want to be glam every single day of my life. More power to you if that is your jam, but for me, I like to let my skin show, and so I thought, hey, this will be fabulous. So I got these, swatched them, loved the swatches. First time applying them, I was surprised. I'll put it that way. I was not in love on first application, if I'm honest, but I wanted to give it a try. So I used them a few more times, and after using them a few more times, I began to fall in love. I originally have always used the Bare Minerals Hydrating Tinted Gel Cream, and I was trying to compare this to that, and the formulas are vastly different. Coverage is similar. In fact, this has less coverage than the Bare Minerals, but the formula is very different. And so that's what threw me off at first, because the Bare Minerals, obviously, as it says, is hydrating, and so it's more of like a moisturizing feel. It has like a tinted moisturizer type of feel. And I know a lot of people say that this is dewy and hydrating, but for me, because it's very liquidy, it has more of like a natural satin finish. And once I realized that and like accepted that in my heart, I love this now. Now, like I said, the coverage is hardly there. It does what it says. It's a Perfecting Skin Tint. Okay, so it literally does just like this much of coverage. So if you're the type of person who likes like all cake face, you know what I mean? You're not gonna like this. If you have a lot of spots that you don't want to show through, you're not gonna like this. I am wearing it today as my base. Actually, everything I talk about, I'm wearing on my face today, so let's just go ahead and say that, and then everything I'm talking about is going to be linked down below as well. So, I shake, obviously it says to shake. I do like 8 drops of this, and then just like rub into the face, and it's so quick, so easy, and it really does just make kind of just like a evenness, and gives your face just kind of a beautiful, natural look, but without too much shine or things like that. So I really like this after using it a couple of times. So I would suggest, if you don't like it on first application, that you give it a few times to really feel it out and see what you think from there. Now, the concealer, once again, when I swatched this, I was like, yes, this is a pot concealer. And usually pot concealers are more drying, but this is super hydrating. Like, I'm talking about hydrating. It gives like a beautiful luminescence to the skin as well. It will crease because it is so hydrating. So I do powder it down underneath my eyes because girls pushing 30, and she's got a little lineage going on, so I don't want anything to settle into that or crease into that. So I do set this on my under eyes. I do use this for spots as well. It's not going to have the most coverage in the entire world, but I find it's enough for me. It's not going to cover up all of your dark circles, so if you have some like pretty hefty dark circles, you're going to want to use a color corrector and then use this. But I have a fun little trick for this. If you use this with your ring finger, which is the finger you should use when patting in concealer underneath your eyes, because it applies the least amount of pressure. This is what I've been told, but I use my ring finger. And so pat, 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 pat. It's gonna make a very thin, sheer, literally, words just left my mind. What am I saying? It's gonna leave a thin, sheer amount of coverage. Once again, not gonna cover any heavy dark circles, but if you take your beauty blender or beauty sponge and dip the point of it in there and then apply, it makes it more full coverage and actually will cover spots, cover dark circles. So this is like really stinking cool. I really love this formulation. I feel like I'm going to keep repurchasing this over and over and over again. So I would recommend this for sure as one of like top purchases. All right, Glossier haul number 2. This is what came in my second box with some of my Christmas money, because I've heard so many good things about a lot of their products that I just wanted to give it a try. I'll actually start with the perfume because I got a sample of this in my first purchase. It's the Glossier U, it's their only perfume. And I really loved the sample. And once again, I didn't love it at first. Like, it's so interesting with their products. So I sprayed it on myself and I was just like back and forth. I didn't hate it at all, but I was just like, do I like this? I can't really tell. My husband really liked it, and the more I wore it, I liked it. So then obviously I went ahead and bought the full size. It's an adorable pink bottle, glass bottle with a red top. It has a little cool little place there for your thumb. I'm just saying, it's fun. So I've heard this be compared to the Molecule 1 perfume, which I've never smelled, never tried, so I cannot tell you my thoughts on that. However, it does have like woodsy, darker smells to it, but it's also fresh at the same time. And I feel like this is what it says online, but it's supposed to kind of adapt to you, and I really do feel like that's what happens, which is why the more I wore it, the more I liked it, because it was kind of customizing itself to me. And I love it. I have it on right now. I wear it as like my daily perfume. So alright, so next up is the Cloud Paint. I have mine in the shade Beam. I have absolutely nothing bad to say about this. Like, I don't have really anything bad to say about the rest of the products besides the fact that I had to kind of like fall in love with them as opposed to love at first sight kind of thing. But this, I just love it so much. It's so easy, and it only takes like the tiniest bit. Because first time I applied this, I was like, ooh, that's pigmented. I got to like get a little bit off because I had too much going on my cheeks. So, but the beautiful thing is they will blend out, and you don't even have to worry about that. So I just put the tiniest little bit between my, I usually use my ring finger and my middle finger, and then I just pat, 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 pat on my cheeks. It blends out beautifully. I've even used this on my lips before. I don't really even think it says to do that, but nope, it just says straight up blush, cheek color. But I've used it as a like semi-matte, like satiny lipstick, and I really love it. It actually makes a really pretty peachy nude. I hear that this shade mixed with Beam is pretty awesome. So nope, this is Beam mixed with Dusk, yes. And so I'm gonna get Dusk and try that out. Dusk, I think, can also be used as a contour for the pale people like myself. So I really want to try that out. I so love these. So definitely pick one of these up. I would put this in, like, once again, top purchasing products right here. You may have heard a lot about this product. This is the Halo Scope. I have mine in the shade Moonstone. And so it's a highlighter stick. The cool thing is it's got the color around, and then in the center you probably can't even tell because Moonstone is so pale already, but the center has like a moisturizing center to it. And this is gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, when I swatched it, when I first got it, loved it, was like, oh, this is beautiful. Put it on my face and I was like, where'd it go? Is it there? Is it there? I was so confused at first because Moonstone doesn't really have a color to it. It almost just has a bit of a wet look, but it's not even like an overpowering wet look. So I put it on, I was confused for a second, then I was moving around the house and noticed myself in the mirror, and as you do, and I saw like just this beautiful luminosity to my skin where it was, and I just fell in love. It's so beautiful. It has just a natural, dewy, not oily look to it, and I really suggest this color. I want to get Quartz to try it out because that does have like an actual color to it. It's supposed to be like more of a vanilla champagne-y look. So I do want to try Quartz, but I really, really enjoy Moonstone, and I do not regret this purchase whatsoever. And last up, I have the Glossier Boy Brow. Everyone, I feel like, has talked about this as well. Everyone's talked about all of their products, but here I am. This is in the shade Brown. To make it simple, brown. And I love this guy. Like this, like when you first open it, you're like, this is a tiny, tiny little package. But it packs a punch. Like this is an uber tiny little wand, which is fantastic because it just gets in there and gets all your eyebrow hairs. It lifts it up. The color is spot on. It actually holds them in place pretty well, and I love that. So I have no qualms about this. I love this as well. So I don't have anything negative to say, period. So my review of Glossier as a brand, I really, like I said, I have nothing negative to say. I like their like all natural, love the skin you're in type of philosophy, I guess. So that was what really drew them to me, besides obviously all my favorite YouTubers talking about them. So I just had to check out what the hype was about naturally. But as I've gotten their products in, I really, really, really do love them, and I want to get so much more. I feel like I'm like, Glossier, just take my money, because I need to get another shade of the Halo Stick. I need to get some more cloud paint. I need to try the Jam lip balm, lippy little thingies. So there's like so many things on my list to get from Glossier. So I really do highly recommend that you check them out. I will link everything I've talked about down below, and even link a few things that maybe I'm probably about to spend my next paycheck on, if I'm being honest. So that is it, and until next time, guys, know that you are loved just the way you are. You are fabulous. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye! So that is it, guys, and until next time, bye-bye. What am I doing? And until next time, don't know what I'm doing. Why are outros so difficult to do? Like, I just feel so awkward. I'm like, bye. Really, I feel like every video is, how many outros can I film? How many outros can I film? Okay, all right. Have a beautiful day, and goodbye.